into that time in the show where we want to go into our new segment, the Tech Jawn segment. Or no, I can't even call it the right thing. The Tech Jawn Spotlight. I'm sitting here reading it. I have it written in bold words in front of me, and I can't say it. But we want to go into the new segment, the Tech Jawn Spotlight. So, Stephanie, why don't you go ahead and take us away?
Alrighty, so Leland Melvin is the only person drafted into the National Football League to have flown in space. The Pro Football Hall of Fame honored his athletic and academic accomplishments by placing his Detroit Lions jersey under glass in Canton, Ohio. Through these professional experiences working on high-stakes teams, he developed a deep and nuanced understanding of effective team dynamics. Leland has a bachelor's degree of science in chemistry and a master's degree in materials science engineering. He worked at NASA Langley Research Center in the area of non-destructive testing, creating optical fiber sensors for measuring damage in aerospace vehicles, resulting in publications in numerous scientific journals. After hanging up his space boots, he was appointed head of NASA Education and served as the co-chair on the White House's Federal Coordination in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Education Task Force, developing the nation's 5-year STEM education plan. Leland was the United States representative and chair of the International Space Education Board, a global collaboration on learning about space. He uses his life story as an athlete, astronaut, scientist, engineer, photographer, and musician to help inspire the next generations of explorers to pursue science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics careers. Leland flew 2 missions. STS-122 Atlantis was the 24th shuttle mission to visit the International Space Station, and STS-129 was the 31st shuttle mission to the International Space Station. And I believe he did a couple of spacewalks out there as well. Y'all can come back because I got a little personal story about Leland D. Melvin. So, I went to Florida A&M, the illustrious Florida A&M, on an academic scholarship sponsored by NASA. So with that, I got to do internships at NASA facilities. And way back in 1992, I did an internship at Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia. And my mentor for the summer was this little skinny, wiry, 26-year-old dude named Leland Melvin. And he was super cool. And, I worked in his lab with him. I don't think I actually accomplished anything that summer. I'm not gonna lie, but that was more me than him because I was just out in them streets, them Hampton streets. But I did learn a lot. And Leland was mad cool. He had us over to his house for a barbecue and just that whole thing, and never really expressed any interest in becoming an astronaut at that time. Fast forward to maybe about 5 or 6 years ago now, I'm watching Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zimmern on the Travel Channel, and he's at Johnson Space Center talking to astronauts about astronaut food. And I'm looking at this one astronaut like, that's Leland. I said, Leland ain't never been no astronaut. What you talking about? So I Google him and, realized he has flown 2 missions and, reached out. We reconnected. Like, we're connected now. He remembered me from 92 in Hampton. And, it's just all love now. So I had about 2 years ago, because he wrote his memoir a couple years ago. I have it somewhere around here. I don't know. Yeah, this is the young person's edition. It's called, but both books are called Chasing Space. But he has one version specifically for young people, and then the adult version. But really good book. Talks a lot about how he actually damaged his hearing in astronaut training. They do underwater astronaut training here on Earth, and something happened. His eardrum burst, and he wasn't sure he was going to be able to go. And so a lot of the hurdles and challenges to overcome to actually get into space. But I just thought it was super cool when I first saw him on that show. I was like, Leland is an astronaut, because I actually wanted to be an astronaut when I first did my first internship. I was like, I'm going into space, I don't care. and it, never quite happened for me, but it was really, really cool to see that my mentor had been able to accomplish that goal. So,
Well, put it,
So
Leland Melvin.
put it like this: if you would have went to space, you wouldn't be here with us. So, blessing in disguise.
Exactly. There you go. There you go. There's the
so
silver lining.
here's the coolest thing about all that you said, because you started off with that he was in the NFL, but that
Mhm.
is not even close. Not even
At all.
close to the most impressive thing that he's done. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of NFL football players. I know several personally, friends with, a couple of them.
Mhm.
This dude went to space.
After he played professional football.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is something special. And it's like, I hope that if we have any young listeners who are listening to this episode, that's, the lead is not that he went to, to the NFL. He went to the league. That is not the story. The story is this bro went to space. There are so few people, not just bros, but people who have been to space. So the fact that he can actually say that he is in a very, very, very elite fraternity, and that's just so awesome.
He's in a fraternity of one. Like nobody else has done that. But I think it speaks to the idea that you can do both.
Right.
We get that in our community where everybody want to go to the league or the NBA, and I want to play basketball, and that's cool. Ain't nobody saying you can't do that or shouldn't try to, aspire to do that kind of thing. But also, you can also do some other things, and use your mind to advance your career and possibly go to space, so don't limit yourself.
So no, that is good. And we've actually had several folks chime in and say that they like our spotlights and they want us to keep doing them. So this was two of many. We'll keep them coming to you.